Alrighty, it's episode 9. 9?
Yeah, 9.
I think I did this last week. It's 9 with the Grain of Salt podcast. My name's Eddie.
I'm Eric.
I'm Andrea. Howdy.
And it's your boy, Alan.
And
Your boy.
again, like we always
So
say,
extra.
all of the topics that we talk about today, we're not experts, or we don't claim to be experts in any of them, so take everything that we say with a grain of salt. We're just a bunch of idiots.
Alan, meme
You
enthusiast.
can't reach it.
I'm not even gonna try.
Okay, I might as well call attention to it. I'm wearing the shot collar now,
Yeah, Pavlov's dog over here.
and they've already shot me a couple times. off
A couple
screen.
We're gonna do it one more time
Just for the,
for the video.
just for the
Yeah.
ladies out there.
What, the
What?
shot collar?
No, but
Oh
like
my God.
Eddie getting shocked. I don't know. Like it's like 2021, like weird kinks out there. But yeah, no, definitely. He's wearing the shock collar.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Nobody
So I'll
does.
take
Lately.
what Alan says specifically with a grain of salt.
I'd say very carefully what I am right now.
Fuck you, Alan. Do it.
No. You do it to yourself.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction.
I like it. This is like a big self-depreciating group. I love it.
it's
It's just me.
it's my coping mechanism that knowing that when I press it, I at least know what's going to happen.
I have the power in my life.
So that way I'm like mentally prepared, like,
Yeah,
That's okay.
because you prepare yourself, your brain, your body for a shock. That's why when someone else presses it, you're never gonna know when they're gonna press it, and so that's why you're always just like on panic. Well, that's how it was with me. I was always on panic, like
Yeah, they're full of crap. It
who's
sucks.
moving their arm?
So, I've had quite a boring week. I got a new job, but it's not exactly exciting. And I don't even know how long I'm going to be there, to be honest. Because I only got it because I'm bored. That's literally it. I don't need the job.
Well, it's extra money. Extra money is always good.
Extra money's always good. It's just, I don't know how much it's going to be worth it. Because, like, a lot of people, like, the turnover rate at this place has been, I'm not even going to give details because, it's a new gig, and even then they barely opened up. But the turnover rate has been abysmal. Like, people have been leaving left and right. A lot of people I've been talking to that, like, trained me, which I didn't even need much training because it's easy as fuck. You guys know what it is. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But they're like, yeah, I already put in my 2 weeks. Even my shift leads have told me, I'm surprised you're still here.
It's actually like pretty decent. No, you guys work like hourly and tips.
Hourly and tips.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But you've only been there for a
With
couple.
nobody tips, though. So,
Not
You've
bad.
only been there for a couple of days,
3 days.
and
They're already saying, I'm surprised you're still here.
Wow.
They're already saying, like, wow, I'm Eddie, I'm
Oh my
surprised.
I
god!
didn't say this.
It's-
It's ridiculous about the tipping. Like, yeah, nobody tips down here.
Yeah, well, it's also like a fast. It's like it's kind of like a fast food place. It's not a restaurant, but it's so much like it, and you don't tip in fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
So the way it's set up, I'm like,
It's
not only that, I'm
irrelevant.
not talking to the customers rarely. So like, who's gonna tip me?
Yeah, you're literally in the back preparing whatever.
They're gonna be like, this is for the cutie in the back.
I would do some shit
I
like that
see
for you.
it.
If I would do that for you, bro, I'd tip my fucking cooks.
I'd be like, give it back.
Alright, but it was all for joke. I need that $5, bro. That's my weak money.
But yeah, it's easily, it's the easiest job I've ever had. So for them to be like, I'm surprised you're still here. I'm like,
That's crazy.
is it really that bad? I don't know. Like I've worked through a couple of like really heavy rushes, like lunch rushes and dinner rushes, because it mainly gets packed at night, and I'm like, this isn't that bad. Honestly, it
Could be worse.
could be worse. I mean, the rushes that we had at FedEx were worse, and I can say that because I don't work there anymore.
I can't say that. It is a wonderful place to work. Very happy to work there.
No, well,
I like it.
I mean, you say it
I
like,
like
you're
it very much.
you say it like you're scared. It's actually my favorite job that I've had. It still holds true.
It's very demanding. They want your soul.
Very demanding, but
But it's pretty great, like, as a company.
man, it's the first time I actually got upper body strength. Because before, all the workouts I would do, like upper body, would never work because I always do it wrong. But then, and I'd be inconsistent at it. So it was like two major things. But then all the stuff at FedEx, like lifting up like truckloads of wheelchairs, like moving them in and out. They're like each like 60 some pounds. It's like,
Damn.
I have to do that by myself. So it was a good like maybe 120 wheelchairs.
They just put them on the big stuff, huh? And then they saw your statue and they were like, yeah, get this guy to move the 60-pound box.
Well, it's that, and it's like you pick up this huge box sometimes, and it's just like pillows.
Empty.
So it's like,
Oh, so you're like,
Thing.
all right,
You don't
expecting
know.
something heavy, and then you're.
and then just
Guess who? It's the mystery guy.
And then you see the little itty bitty box, and it's just like 120 pounds of nails, just like
Yeah. It's just lead, a block of lead.
it's a block of
Why?
exactly.
Who wrote this mission? That's terrible.
But no, that was easily my favorite job because my supervisors, like, they were really cool. The people I worked with were really cool, except one dude, and you remember that dude. Actually, no,
Well,
two.
When I leave, I'll go off on them all.
And
Yeah.
I won't be revealing anybody, but
Yeah, me neither. But it's like, if you know who you
but-
are, you know who you are.
There's Father Time and White Shirt.
Yeah.
And you know who those people are. One of them, like, I got yelled at by somebody that wasn't my boss, and then they're like, "Dude, he's not your boss." They're like, "Dude, you're not his boss. Like, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Oh, I thought. Oh, my bad." It's like, I don't work for you, jackass. And then the other guy, you could pretty much blame him if you ever got a package wrong from FedEx. Everybody else is like actually decent at their job, like, you know, don't avalanche the fucking boxes. And this guy just get the bottom box, just let the whole trailer. I'm like, really, dude? Like, not only are you fucking up everybody's boxes, you're having heavy shit fall on us. Like, come on. Like, I don't know. Have some self-preservation.
I have 5 years of stories to tell you guys when I leave, but for now, I'll just say
Redacted.
it's a great company.
So, one more thing. Andrea said she has a secret story to tell us.
Well, it's not a story.
Before
Or
that,
something. Or news.
while I'm still talking about my job, a coworker got married this weekend. So congratulations, you guy. You know who you are. They have a what? There's
We're all
different-
clapping.
That's
we're
all
clapping
clapping.
different
Yeah,
You
yeah,
times.
guys clapped and I was clapping.
Hey, everybody else ready?
Yeah.
Get in there.
But yeah, fantastic
Expected marriage
couple.
like
They have a daughter together, and they're gonna go far.
That's
That's
cool.
what I'm gonna
It's
say.
good to hear.
Congrats.
Good for them.
Everybody has a
Okay,
right.
back to Andrea's story.
Oh,
Sexy story.
speaking about like our weeks, like yesterday, I got home from work and my dad's like, he's just chilling on his recliner. He's like, hey, we'll give you want to go to Cheddar's with us? We're thinking about going to Cheddar's. I'm like, I'm not gonna say no to Cheddar's. I want, especially when they're paying.
Ready to have a good time?
When
What do
it's
you mean?
good. Cheddar's is
Yeah,
good.
and I was hungry. I get really hungry, and so we went. And we had a good time, you know, we ate our food and we're already about to leave. We're getting our stuff ready, getting our to-go boxes. And of course, I always need to use the restroom. Like, my sisters make a joke about this, that I know how the restrooms look at every place I go because I always need to pee. Cleanest place to go pee, Lowe's.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
bathroom? Lowe's?
Lowe's is the
Love's
cleanest.
pretty good.
And they have so many stalls. It's clean, so many stalls, nobody's in there. Yeah. Go to
I guess I know
Lowe's.
where you go to the bathroom when you
That's-
bother your safe place.
That's
your
where my
happy
dad
place.
goes. Every time we're on a road trip, it's like, where's Lowe's?
Why not? No, I was gonna say why not Buc-ee's, but they're like so few and far between.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But so,
You're at Cheddar's.
before we leave, I was like, I'm gonna go to the restroom. So I get to the restroom. It's a small restroom. They're all full. So I'm just standing waiting for my turn. And I hear a parent, or like a mom with a child. I'm like, okay, I mean, that's not strange. Like, of course, like, you're not gonna let the child go by themselves when they're that young. But then I start hearing this little child start crying, and then I hear the mother going, oh, well, I don't hear the mother going. I just hear a... And I'm just
Hardcore.
And I'm just standing
Martial law in
in
the
the-
bathroom.
I'm standing outside the
Oh,
stall.
Oh, I thought you were like in your own stall, standing like, hold on.
No. I'm still waiting my turn because she's in the stall with the little boy and she's having a stern talking to him and then bam, she's like, he starts crying even more. And then she's like, no, you're not gonna be doing this no more. You're gonna go outside. You're gonna be good. You're not gonna get whatever he was crying about.
What a coach.
And then he's still crying like, you want me to spank
Cut
you
him on
again?
ropes.
Let me spank you again. He's like, no. I was like, okay. So she opens the door and then she walks out with the little boy and I'm just like,
Yeah, she's like spanking her kid.
I'm trying to
She doesn't
mind
mind
my
it.
own business. Yeah, I'm just like, all right, good. Now I can finally pee. So I go pee, I wash my hands, I go back to where my mom and my parents are sitting on, and my mom's there. I think my dad had gone to the restroom too. But I go sit down to my mom's like, Mom. It's like there was this mother in there with her child, and she spanked him really hard. And she's like, oh, was it the woman in the red dress? And I'm like, yeah. I guess she saw them walking back to their table. The poor little boy, tears running down his face. But because of that, I wanted to ask y'all what y'all thought about spanking, because I have been spanked.
So have I.
I have been spanked,
I think
and
all of us.
Looking back, I deserved it every single fucking time.
same. I mean, I don't have any children of my own. Who knows? My opinion might change when I do have children, but right now, like if a child did something extremely bad, like something that they shouldn't be doing, like running into the middle of the road, a busy road, like then they deserve a spanking. And I'm just gonna go a little bit into this before y'all get your opinions off. I went to college and I have my bachelor's degree in psychology. And one of the classes was learning psychology. That was the hardest one for me. You're basically learning positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, positive punishment, and negative punishment.
I remember those topics.
It was such a hard class. And they say you're never supposed to, for like when you're training animals, or especially with children, use punishment. Punishment is like taking
Negative punishment?
Punishment is doing something bad, like, and the negative is like
taking something away.
Taking
Positive
something
is
bad,
like
doing something.
like putting something
So
on.
don't grain of salt. This is the hardest class I took, so I might be getting things wrong, but I would believe spanking would be positive punishment.
Yeah, because you're giving them pain.
And my professor, she's like, the only time that she believes that's the best time to do positive punishment to a child is when they do something extremely dangerous, like running onto the street.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was like,
life-threatening.
I gotta write this down. Like, what if I ever have children?
This class sounds incredibly.
I can agree with that.
Like,
Terminology.
Yeah, like I'm not. It's not something I would like immediately go for, because I know I've heard of like some parents like that. So their first thing is just fucking start spanking, and it's just like,
Yeah,
okay,
like if you spill some milk.
Yeah.
No.
Just takes off the belt. Like as a parent, like when my daughter gets into shit that she shouldn't get into, or when she's actually messing with something she couldn't get into, I don't spank her like on the butt. Like I'd give her like a light slap on her hand, not enough to like give pain, but enough for her to register like, oh, this is the wrong action I committed. Like it's not pain, but I'm showing her like you're not supposed to do that. Because one thing like my daughter recently started doing was she's been disconnecting things from the outlets. Yeah.
oh geez.
Yeah, that's like so
That's
like
Pushing the
Comes
envelope
with
there.
time and time again. Sometimes you pull something down, then you'll hear that. Like you'll see it too.
and if it's something like that, I do the light slap on the hand or like even like a medium slap, that way it registers like, oh, like this is dangerous, don't do this.
Yeah.
But it's never nothing abysmally hard. And then on the other times, like when she does something, like I can kind of like grab her and I'm like, I look her and I'm like, we don't do this. Like it's kind of like she did it wrong, so I'm pulling her aside so then it can register to her like this is like I did something wrong. When I do something wrong, he's gonna pull me aside or slap me on the hand, depending on and that's just the way I take it. But I grew up like with an asshole of a dad, like so I gotta say like I'm very like conflicted on when it comes to corporal punishment. Because I've seen both sides of the spectrum.
because you've been slapped. You've been. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been.
Yeah, my dad was quite a fucking asshole. But yeah, like
I've had the belt used on me and shit.
Oh, yeah, I wish I had the belt. But yeah.
I only got the needle.
Sedatives.
Yeah, but like so that's
sedated.
Hey,
make up in the straight jacket. Yeah, like that's the way I just see it. I'm very conflicted on the whole like corporal punishment, because there's obviously a way to do it and there's obviously a way not to, and I feel like some parents don't find that they don't even like I'm not saying research because that's dumb, but like most parents don't see the difference between it. Most parents, especially like in our culture, we're Hispanics, like corporal punishment is kind of part of it. I feel like our very culture kind of lets you know it's okay to do it, when in fact like times have changed. Like psychology has even dictated that most of it is ineffective. So yeah, it very much, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it, like everything else. And I mean, still, I don't feel like you could tell people what to do with their children, but it's good to inform people how things go, how they are. So yeah, that's my opinion on it. My grain of salt.
Have you
Yeah.
have you been slapped?
You mean your 2 cents?
Have I been slapped like as a kid?
As a kid? Yes. Okay, we don't want to know about
When I
that.
was a kid, I just caught it.
It's like, not today.
Today.
Where's that from?
You toss your dad across the room.
Look at this guy. Do you doubt it? This guy.
Probably like a little
Well,
kid.
when I first met him, though.
I was like, I was talking. I remember the other day I was talking to like, he put your hands on it. He put your hands on you, big fucking
put
mistake.
your hands on it?
Yeah, he put your hands on you. He's like, big fucking mistake, and he put his hands on me. I was like, yeah, no
I
shit.
wish you would.
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
He literally cut those hands.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I've been disciplined like that before, and it's more. I think I got like the least end of it from my brothers. I'm the youngest. I think my brother got it. My oldest one got it the worst, but I mean, that's where you'd be like, "Oh, red flag," you know?
Yeah.
Well, he's the first try.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we don't know what we're doing, so
The takeoff test.
But yeah, I knew better. Like it came, it clicked. I was like, okay, that's what not to do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna do this. You know.
I never learned.
But
But with because you
but with my
Parents.
child, yeah, like my girl, like, have you ever had like those toddlers that just, the death grip,
Oh.
and then you can't get a spoon or fork or something. Next to the
Kyle
outlet.
grip.
Yeah, you kind of doubt your own strength sometimes. But yeah, I like light taps. I'll be like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay, all right, shit.
Yeah.
Emily's really smart. I'm sure she
Yeah,
is.
she's
Yeah.
a smart girl.
That light tap, like that's I have a heart. I feel bad. Like I'm not the mean parent.
Yeah.
Like I'm like let's go eat ice cream.
I'm the chill
Yeah,
dad.
I'm like, yeah, we'll go ride mopeds around the town. Like, yeah, she's like 2, but like, no.
You got in a fight at school? How dare you? Did you kick his ass?
On Burger King. You want to go Burger King?
I got lucky though. She understood the concept of when someone says behave, they're supposed to be like, act right. So she would say that to us. Yeah, she's like,
Hey.
I'm like, okay, it's bath time. I gotta get you. And she's like, no, behave. I was like, okay, walk over here with me then. So when she would get a tantrum, I would say, behave, and she goes, oh. I'm
It's
acting
like that.
I'm acting brand new. Okay, well, let me adjust.
Behave.
It's such a
Yeah.
proving ground with children, man.
Yeah.
So you're like, with
We got the script reversed on.
yeah. I said,
But I hope that's not a phase. I hope it sticks.
She's like 16. Behave. You're like, bitch.
These are all my rooms.
Get out of my
your
room.
clothes mine, your stuff mine.
You see, it fits me too.
It's on the Chris's Jasmine dress.
Yeah. Little tutu and shit. Like The Rock.
Oh no.
It's also like so hard because like we both have little girls, so like it kind of like breaks your heart to have to be like with them and stuff like that. Like with me, like she already knows by the time like if I raise my voice, it means business. I hardly ever raise my voice. I'm very like my father's like a very loud guy, so I kind of like grew up despising that, and I didn't want that quality within myself. So whenever it comes down to it, I'm not a big yeller or screamer. Like
No, he's a screamer.
well, when I had a good time. But other than that, no. But no.
Besides the point.
Yeah, like I'll raise my voice. I go like, "Hey!" and then she's like, oh, "What's going on?" And then like like it's like the clap of thunder. Like that's how it is for me. And usually that works. For the most part, that stops her in her tracks. I usually do when like I already see her like getting into something she's not supposed to. Like she likes to mess with electronics. I can't go to the bathroom for like 5 minutes because when I come back, my PS4 is disconnected. all the plugs are pulled out.
I've had a few instances where she would tap on it's touch sensitive, my router, so she would just tap on it and then disconnect it. I
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've
Yeah.
been playing like I don't know how many games like Warzone and stuff. He's like, hey guys, they're Eric? Eric,
There's
what's
been
going
some
on?
good matches too.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna call it. I'm done.
And I feel it too, though. I get it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I feel like I'm not gonna have to worry too much about the whole. Well, actually, I am worried about it. I've thought about it because I have a naturally loud voice, and my voice carries. So like even then, like you and I were like, whenever we game at your place, I'm like always thinking of like my voice and how loud I am because I'm like Clarissa would sometimes hear me through the walls. That even though I'm trying to be like, all right, just trying to talk normal, trying to talk low, and she was like, I can still hear you. I'm like, oh my gosh.
She's got bass. That's it.
I got bass. Which I don't know. So I'm not. It's not gonna take a lot for me to like, hey, and then they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, he's like furious and gonna tear shit apart. And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to get your attention. Chill. But I'm excited for it. It's gonna bite me in the ass. I already know. Karma's gonna.
What do you call it? I have what you call the warehouse voice because just projecting my voice a lot. So when I go back to my place and then like she's doing something wrong, I have the same voice. I need to like mellow down,
Whoa. You're not working anymore.
Exactly. So if I'm like getting after her, it sounds like I'm yelling, and she's like, what I do? I was like, oh shit, she thinks she actually did something wrong.
I'm trying to teach her like, oh shit, if I have fun, I'm in trouble. I'm just being a kid.
Like if she's jumping on the couch, something kids do a lot. Like, get down on the couch right now. No, we're not doing that right now. And she's like, oh shit. Oh, okay. I was like, no, like I'm not.
I like that.
Really, I'm not gonna like spank you or anything.
I've done that, so I swear.
I'm happy to hear this because like I talked a little bit. I'm not gonna go too in depth. Like I was a teacher. I've been with a lot of young kids, and I just can see how bad some kids get.
Yeah.
Like they just talk back and they won't listen at all. And I'm happy that I'm hearing these stories from these two because hopefully. Well, it sounds like the way you're raising your daughters, that when they go to school, they'll know how to behave correctly, and I'm gonna thank the teachers. Like I'll be happy for the teachers because they're gonna have good kids in their class finally.
Because at least with me, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, yeah, my dad was a real prick and he was like very into corporal punishment, but at the same time, I grew up like I very much respect the people like I'm around. And you give me respect, I'll show it to you. You fuck me over, I'm gonna fuck you over. But like. I'm very like down to earth with it. If you have every reason for me to be respectful to you, I carry it well. If I had teachers that I didn't like, I was rude to them. But for the most part, I gave everybody a fair shot with me, and I respected my elders like for the most part of my life. Authority too for a while. So, yeah.
My dad taught me to defend myself.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like with words, not like teacher comes at me like in my face. I'm not gonna like no, but. And it would happen various times, like in high school or junior high. Not high school. High school was really chill, but I remember junior high. I would act up. Mainly was just disrupting class because I was bored. Like
you're the people, the kids I hated.
I blame the school because that school didn't challenge anybody. That school was fucking garbage, and it deserves everything I gave to them. Fuck that school.
Yeah, but what about the teacher?
They weren't good either. Only a select few, and they're the ones that actually got along with.
That's the thing. Like all the
the one that ended up, leading the photography class. She was like math and stuff. Yeah, she was garbage. She was an awful teacher. She was terrible.
Most of those teachers, like Teach for America teachers that don't know how it fucking goes, and they walk in there like, oh, like freedom riders, like I'm gonna change these kids' lives. Like, how about them don't give a fuck? You find the ones who care, and you focus on them, and let the others, for lack of a better word, rock. The education system. Like
Damesh, Lopez, like teachers like them, like they're the ones I got along with, but like I'm pretty much never got in trouble with those classes because I never did anything wrong. I respected them. And
could we talk about like the school system? How everything else advanced and that didn't?
Can we talk about
that? Yeah. It's because they don't.
Is that the reason why you quit your job?
I just didn't like substituting. I didn't like being with the kids. I would just go in, sit all day, and I didn't like it. I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be busy. So I left.
Yeah, like some people don't like desk jobs,
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I didn't like it.
My biggest problem with that school was like it wasn't challenging. I never did a bit of homework from 6th grade to 8th grade, and I still got top 10.
You want to hear
I never turned in a damn thing, and I still got top 10. Like, really? This is a fucking joke.
Yeah, funny story. What do you call it? For like elementary, like all the way to 5th grade, I'd have like, perfect attendance, A and B honor roll or just A honor roll.
Brown nose.
And then, no, just like I had common
Sounds like
sense.
someone's upset.
Yeah, I just had common sense out.
But like they weren't hard to get.
In middle school, everybody wanted to be
pretty much
the ghetto person. It wasn't school orientated or anything. So like my 5th grade education took me from 6th through 8th. like I learned nothing.
Oh, fifth grade was a garbage year.
And we
for us.
and we had like a few teachers that would actually like give a shit, and I would focus on them, and then I would join like the robotics club and shit because like they actually had some sense. But as far as everything else went, like it was just all fifth grade education. So when I went to Science Academy, and we had this one physics introduction to physics and chemistry teacher, you know,
Warrington.
Yeah. She's like, if you
ever see this Warrington, you were awesome, but holy shit, that class.
She was a savage.
She was a savage.
She was a Judge Judy. But
oh yeah.
But she told me first day, like, if you don't know this, I'm sorry, but you don't belong here. I was like, well,
pretty
I
much
took that to heart.
Oh yeah, like SciTech, like it's like people are like, oh, it's a school for nerds. It's like, well, I mean, if you can't like hold yourself up, like there's a reason we only got less than half of the graduating class as the people that actually went to the school. Because
like the concept was there, but you guys had like a bunch of bad apples. Because I believe like the way those schools go is like they're good schools, and parents think they can send their bad kids there, and that school's gonna.
No, that's not what it's for.
It's
it's for the kids that need to be challenged, not for the kids that need to be disciplined.
But that's
because then they'll just be like, well, he doesn't belong here. Get this fucker out of here.
Yeah, that's usually because I went to IDEA for like 2 years, and that's how it was. Like we had like I'm a shithead, and most shitheads like me ended up there thinking, oh, they're gonna change it. You're not gonna change it. We're here to stay. But no, yeah, like I mean, I feel like that's my concept on teaching. I would love to be a teacher. I've always like had that kind of like hidden passion. Just teach history, nothing crazy. But yeah, you reach the ones you can, and the rest can go fuck themselves because that's just the generation that was raised. Like you have a bunch of kids who just really don't care about education. You got a couple that do. Reach the ones you can. You know, that's just the way it is now. Unfortunately, you want to learn, you learn. You don't, kick rocks.
Yeah, I would have done a lot better in high school had I actually been like challenged in middle school because I didn't need to study, at all ever. So I was just like, all right. When I actually got to high school, it was pretty hard to like if I didn't immediately get it, then I would really struggle in the class because all I was ever taught was that I could immediately get it and I'm good. So then once we got like luckily I enjoyed things like physics, so I didn't really have to worry about that till like junior or senior year because I enjoyed the classes. Well, I struggled with chemistry. I just didn't like chemistry, period. But yeah, I had like no study habits at all. So like when I actually needed them, I was like I pretty much had to learn from scratch. This guy remembers like how often I'd be like doing homework right before the class starts and shit. Well, you were doing it too.
Yeah.
But it was
bad one.
we actually, but it kind of worked in our favor because we made our own little study group, a la like community. We kept renting out those rooms in the library.
Yeah. Great show.
We had like the whiteboard, and we're doing our physics work, like us writing it out and everything. Then we get the answers. It was actually kind of
and
a neat way of studying.
Playing music and shit.
Oh yeah, whenever we finished, there was like drums in there, and it was when there was even a little set with a green screen there, and that's what I was messing with. You guys were messing with the drums and stuff. I'm over here like chroma key,
I love
autofocus, anti-flicker, like just looking at that stuff, and I'm like, I was actually having a lot of fun with that. Little did I know how much I'd be using it. Like, here's the chroma key. You see the table? Woo. But
everything falls through the
it's just a void.
Smoke, yeah.
But yeah, I hardly had any respect for junior high after all that. Not even looking back. Well, I don't want to say the whole school in general, but like there was those few teachers that I was like bottom. Like I was like I can't stand them, and then there were the other spectrum, the other end of the spectrum at the same school that I was like, okay, these. If it wasn't for these teachers, no way in hell would I have made it out of SciTech. No way in hell, because they actually like showed me a way that I can actually enjoy, like at least what they're teaching. That's why I still like history, mainly, because they made it interesting. Mm-hmm. I still remember like Rocha, how he was like teaching us a little bit of geography. He was like, these are the Appalachian Mountains. You'll remember them by the just call them Apple Mountains, and then you'll remember it. Shit like that.
Yeah, shit like that helps.
Yeah.
I like teachers like that. They show you how to like connect things with just phrases and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
I think it was talking about the Magna Carta, and since we're all Hispanic, we speak Spanish. I said Mexican. We speak Mexican.
Mexicanese.
It was like, just when you think of the Magna Carta, think of mangas cortas, like short sleeves.
Isn't there a
It's
beer
like the King
called
Wars
Magna
look.
Carta?
Of
Alright, so
course.
did you bring it?
He
Just
goes to
immediately goes to the
beer.
alcohol.
I'm just saying.
Talking
just-
about that one where you did in school.
You like speak my language. Come on, Mister.
Bust out the proper 12.
Yeah.
McGregor whiskey.
Oh,
I'm
McGregor.
sorry to cut you.
He has whiskey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody does it.
Everybody
Every
does.
celebrity selling something.
What? It was immediately after he got 2 titles at once. Health, and he's like, "All right, that's it. I'm banking.
I'm
I'm
selling
making
whiskey.
I'm gonna make a whiskey." Yeah.
I only drink Crystal Skull vodka.
We need to try it. Oh gosh, the Crystal.
Like,
Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Skull vodka.
I think Usher has like Usher water or some shit like.
Oh.
Usher has
That sounds
one.
horrible.
Usher has one.
Singer bathwater.
Mark Wahlberg has one.
I know
What?
Kendall. Kendall?
Kendall
One
Michael
of
Jordan.
the Jenners.
Michael Jordan.
No, just
Michael
Nah,
Jordan.
What's his
nah,
name?
nah.
Danny
No,
DeVito
it's
has one.
It's just vodka.
I don't think it's. I don't know if it's a vodka. I can't remember what it is.
If it's either vodka or scotch, has to be.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
It's got like lemon in it or something. I can't remember. But speaking of McGregor, I almost said, like, we just said so many
Oh,
names and I already forgot. Like,
yesterday?
oh shit, it's gonna do it.
Alaria.
It was yesterday, right?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Yesterday. When he destroyed his ankle.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like nobody won. Like nobody won.
Nobody won. Even the
Dustin
people who paid
wanted
for a
to go
fight.
like 3 rounds of punishing him, but it only
What a
lasted
way to
1.
go, though.
That
Like,
guy's a mountain, dude. That guy's scary. It doesn't flinch and not look like any fear in his heart, dude. That's when I could tell, like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking tear me. But I guess he did it.
It was
Yes,
like because
he tore
McGregor
himself.
loves to do psychology before the fight, and it backfired completely because Dustin's like, "No, I'm gonna make sure he's in the ground."
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Damn."
let me go ahead and pull that
Stop
up real
him,
quick.
That guy's scary.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Oh, it's already started. Look at that. For those that are faint of heart, look away. Why is this here?
You know, when his wife said break a leg, and she did
Oh my god. Ah!
Oh,
Too
that's
soon.
bad.
Ugh.
Ah!
That's what he
Fuck
said!
you!
That's what he said!
Oh,
One more
jeez.
time for the replay.
Alright, one more time.
He takes one step back and just is not.
Yeah, he didn't even connect the shot.
Yeah, what was the consensus? He blocked something?
What do you call it? I think it was like
We'll make you watch in slow mo. Oh no.
He steps awkwardly and then forget. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
in one of the interviews, Poirier said he knew when that he heard his bone crack. He's like, I checked it. Like, don't kick me again. Like, it's gonna go. it's gonna pop off.
Oh god.
Fuck.
What really upset me about that? I like watching all that kind of stuff. Like injuries like that, I love it. You should if anyone watching follow Hall of Meat on Instagram. It's a bunch of skateboard falls, and they're like broken wrists, broken elbows, broken ankles.
Heads getting cut off.
No, it will not that. It's a skateboard,
That's
dude.
on me.
As much as I hated seeing that, I used to watch Scarred on MTV.
Permanently scarred? Yeah.
Or it was just called
It's like a
Scarred. It was
show,
like that
yeah.
like rocker dude with long hair and all the tattoos. Like he's just fucked up.
I stopped watching after that guy who cut his nutsack open.
Oh, yeah.
I just
He
can't get
he was
after
going down. He was like grinding on a rail, stairwell rail, and then at the bottom of it was like a little bit of metal that was hooked up,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was on a skateboard or a rollerblade,
that. A skateboard
It was a
slipped
skateboard.
under him and
and then
fell
he felt
straight
like
on it
that.
and tore open his coin
And
purse. Like that. Change all over the ground.
It was-
Pick it
it's-
up. forget
At
about
first,
it.
you're laughing
Side
because
rings.
at first you're laughing because you're like you think it's just a normal thing, but no, he was like
You think it's like
he
a
starts running. He's like my balls,
Yeah.
my balls. So I was just like, what the fuck is
In his
happening?
hand.
No, like
They were.
Help me.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were.
So what happened was he thought he pissed himself because there was so much fluid down there. So he literally thought that he had like pissed himself, and
He's
then
like, oh no, this is the worst
and then
day
he touched
ever.
his balls and like, oh no, these are my nads. Shit. So yeah.
He's
I literally have my balls in my hand.
This guy
Oh
has
my
balls.
God.
That's fucking terrifying, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been a skateboarder, but that makes me even less likely to even try.
That's why I just don't do any sports. Yes, fuck that.
No, I did football.
But yeah,
Luckily-
nuts, balls.
But when after he took that, he broke his ankle or his leg. I don't think it was his ankle. It was his leg, right above his ankle, and he falls back. And what's his name? The one that he's fighting with?
Poirier? Dustin?
Dustin. I can't. What was his last name?
Poirier.
Poirier?
Yeah.
Poirier. You know,
Getting my ass beat.
goes at him on the floor, keeps punching him, and then the ref's like,
I don't like what he said.
They just keep punching him, and it's like, oh wait, no.
His legs literally like this.
I
and
know,
it's just like.
and he doesn't stop it. Like,
Wacky arm inflatable wig.
This will bug me, but I like those types of seeing those injuries. I do not want that to ever.
Yeah.
Conor
Happened to
McGregor
me.
talks a lot of shit. I'm glad like somebody beat the fuck out of him.
But what surprised me
Well, nobody
was that
did. It was just like gravity kicked his ass more than anything else.
it's what surprised me was that he kept like going. Like when Joe Rogan came up to talk to Dustin, you could hear him yelling in the
He's a
background.
fucking bitch.
Like, you can't count me out, man. I'm
can't
not
get
done
back
with
up.
you.
I'm not done with you, mate.
Dustin was like, no, go finish, see what he has to say. And
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's like, yeah, in a minute.
Go check up on IHOP over there.
Oh man, that's gonna be the next YouTube fight.
Oh.
Alan versus Colin.
Yeah, he calls me out.
They do nothing.
There's a lot of money. Did you see how much they're sponsoring Modelo? Where he breaks the leg on the D or whatever. It's impressive. Modelo's sales went up this morning.
It's like, what?
He's like, just
What do you
fall
think when you
on
think
our
of-
logo?
Look at
Damn.
that. Ass on the O. How poetic is
perfect.
that?
Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go.
Got a lot of that, Mike.
What are the chances his D falls on the D? Oh,
Yeah,
my goodness.
Modelo is selling right now for sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll give it. Oh, that was awful. I need a beer.
I need a Modelo. Modelo.
And where can you get a good beverage? Modelo.
It's Modelo time.
Hey, actually, Modelo's suck, dude. They have like the foil on like the mouth of the beer. It's
It's
so-
just fancy packaging.
yeah, but it's so like tedious, and then like on top of it makes a mess, and then you have like the foil that sticks to you.
It's the Hershey's Kiss of beer.
Yeah.
Once you have one, you can't stop.
It also takes a lot more of those to get me drunk than other beers. Pretty like.
Man, I don't know. I like them just fine.
I like 'em.
Never tried one.
Never tried a
Me neither.
Modelo? No, you don't like beer.
I don't like
You
beer.
don't like beer anyway.
I
So.
mean, you're a liquor guy now, but I'll buy a pack.
No, I've
Drinking
always
sad
been a liquor guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've never really been. Like, you,
True.
I would, when you said like you were gonna meet up with your brothers and you said you bought a pack of beer, I was like, huh, that's unlike him. He doesn't drink beer.
I don't, but I do it with my brothers. That's it.
It's just-
that's all they drink.
You're like
Where
college
the
boys. Like you
bro-
buy the beer just to get drunk. You don't care what it tastes like.
He's watching.
I'm like,
his
oh, this
figures.
tastes awful, but I'm gonna drink it anyway so I can get hammered.
Yeah.
Eventually, you won't taste it anymore.
Because I'd be the only one drinking straight
liquor.
liquor.
So you'd be like at a
Yeah,
huge disadvantage.
pretty much.
Everyone else is just chilling. You'd be
like,
like,
oh, I'm still thirsty, but shit. I
it's
wanna
like,
taste some shit.
I tell y'all, you were my brothers. It's like,
That's
I
me.
love you like my
That's
brother.
me.
that's
I told you I love you guys.
it's my
Family.
brothers.
Because of family.
Family.
It's fucking family. You saw Fast 9, right?
Yes, I give it a 9 out of 10.
No, you
Really?
would.
I did it. It's
I give it an F9 out of 10.
Ah.
Until the F10 comes out.
I'll
About
take 4.
Satellites
I'll
and
take 4.
cars gets me going.
It's completely biased because like I grew up on that whole series from 1, 2, and 3 with my brothers, and then the whole everything else that came after it was just kind of with a grain of salt. We just go see it because it's tradition. But yeah, like for me personally, I'm gonna get like the whole series.
There's a reason they're still pumping it
Yeah.
out.
Would I recommend anyone
Family.
else?
Dom.
Please don't stop the family memes. I love them.
They got annoying
I
so
hate
quick.
them.
I'm annoyed.
Just
all
They're
the time.
annoying.
You
I'm a
don't
mean
need
god,
to be
man.
annoying when you got family.
Oh man,
Jesus.
Family.
I don't know. I've never really had that bias with movies. Like I still have yet to see the last Star Wars movie. I saw a little bit of it, but I'm just like, even though I grew up with it and I was like, I like when we saw Attack of the Clones, which is my least favorite Star Wars movie now, but I saw it in theaters and I was like, I think it was like 6 or something. I can't remember. I was super young, but seeing everything, I was like, it's amazing. I'm so happy I'm here. Like I saw it with my dad. And it was
Okay,
like,
calm
oh,
down.
so I was like, fuck it. Let me enjoy something. Fuck.
Can't not even Star Wars.
down.
But
That's funny.
But now I'm just like with the newer movies. I was like, ugh, I'm not a fan.
Are they really that bad? I've only seen.
They
like,
went with the
first
Mary
one.
Sue route.
What's that?
Basically, the main character is perfect. Whatever they try, they're gonna get it right.
Oh.
That's fine.
And like, no, that trope has never been good. Like nobody's ever liked it, but they for some reason they went with it instead of like suddenly Rey's the most powerful Jedi ever. Period. And she didn't work for it. She wanted to train. Like at least Luke, who like in like a lot of the extended universe,
Just like
is
the live action Mulan. There, I said it. It was the worst Disney movie ever
That
made.
movie, dude, like I can't believe it hit like it hit Mulan, like with all the controversy and everything around it. You think it wouldn't have hit, but it was like awesome. Everybody loved it. I didn't watch it. I don't care for that crap.
No, I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was literally born perfect.
It's crazy.
Didn't
yeah.
have to work for anything.
Plot fucking
Didn't like it.
But
Not to the matchmaker.
which what sucks because I really like
I was like, someone who has sense.
when it comes to like the Disney animated like 2D movies. Like Mulan's probably my favorite.
The
It
original
was.
Mulan is
The
amazing.
original
Loved
Mulan's
it.
probably my favorite like 2D Disney movie. Period. But
I like
except for A Girl Worth Fighting For, I fucking hate that.
Song's
song.
amazing, especially
Fucking
that
hate
one.
it. I
I've
can't
never
stand
seen
that
Mulan.
song. Well, it's also because have you seen Mulan 2?
Yes, it's a bad movie.
It's fucking awful. It's fucking awful.
Alan's never seen Mulan.
Never seen Mulan. Never seen Beauty and the Beast. Never seen that other one, Anastasia.
He never had a childhood. It's okay.
Never seen Bambi. Never seen.
Well, you need to tell Clarissa this so she can show him.
Never
have-
seen Aladdin.
I have all those
I
movies.
think she
on
kicked
VHS.
him out the first 10 minutes because he keeps talking.
True. True.
They make it seem like
I
I'm,
was
I'm
like
bad
the-
at a movie.
Cause
I'm
you
great.
talk.
Not during a movie that I like.
I can say this though: the times that we did take him when we were younger to movies, he would shut up.
Yeah, like I'm down. I have decent. I'm a big movie critic and I like movies, but like I also have really good movie etiquette. Like unless we're watching it here at home and we've seen it already a couple times, I'll talk. But if we haven't and we're going, to
I
see
guess
it
it's a good
on
time for me to
field trip-
say we are planning on having a show on this channel where we're gonna sit in front of the webcam and watch a movie. Like
Yeah.
we'll have it like
Probably
this sort of
should.
format, probably most likely.
Most
And
likely,
then like in back here it'll be a movie, but it'll hopefully be widescreen because it's just like that because the monitor is 4:9.
we'll wait for a Patreon
Yeah,
That's it.
but
because we're gonna get
It's not that
demonetized.
but that's what we'll do, and I'm pretty sure we're still dead set on the first movie being Battleship.
Because I'm gonna rip it a new one.
I've never seen Battleship, so I guess that's good.
It's
I won't watch it then. I won't watch it.
Battleship.
I'm gonna ruin everything you like about Liam Neeson and Rihanna.
Yeah.
All at
Liam
once.
Neeson hardly had anything to do with it.
Riri.
Yeah, it was like just Lance Corporal
Right.
Rihanna is in the movie. I
Lance Corporal
cannot.
I don't think that was her title.
No, but I give it to her because God, that was an awful role. I don't. For later. For later.
Yeah.
For
Another
later.
time.
For later. Have a yogurt prince.
Eventually we'll record it and we'll put it up and we'll see what y'all think of it. But jeez, actually, we're gonna have to have it more like this.
They told me the whole intro, and I didn't even fucking remember that part. The whole burrito story.
Oh yeah, if you
I
haven't
didn't
seen
remember
it.
that either.
Uh-huh.
That's because I saw it in theaters.
I know.
Yeah, the movie starts is because this guy. The movie starts at a bar, and the guy is just like playing pool with his brother, who the brother happens to be in the Navy, and then he sees this girl at the bar, like at the actual bar, and then he goes up to her, he's like, "Hey, what's up, girl? What do you want? Like, you want a drink?" She's like, "No, I'm hungry. I want some food." And she's asking the guy, and the guy's like, "Kitchen's closed." He's like, "Come on, man, give her some food." Blah, 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 blah. Kitchen's closed. Stop it. Shut up, whatever. And then she's like, and he keeps trying to ask her out. She's like, "You know what? Give me what I want, and maybe we'll talk, whatever." So he's like, "All right, well, what do you want?" She's like, "I want a burrito." He's like, "I got you." I thought he was gonna go to the kitchen, and like make something up or whatever. No, he goes across the street to a gas station, and that's closing.
Commits
The
like a
girl's like-
misdemeanor.
The girl's literally locking up the door, and he's like, "Please, please, please, I just need a burrito." And she's like, "No, just come back tomorrow. The burrito'll still be there." Blah, blah, blah. She goes. He's like, "Ah, fuck." So he thinks, you know what? He goes to the back and just through a vent, and he falls through the ceiling. But he's like, all right. And he goes to the burrito that's frozen or cold or whatever, and he puts it in the microwave, heats it up. I think he leaves some money on the I can't remember. That's not important anyway.
Still a felony.
Still a felony.
Still a
Very
felony.
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Breaking and entering. And theft. But he takes the burrito By then, the cops are already at the scene. Like they're all like surrounded. You see the flashing lights in the windows of the security camera on the gas station. But he climbs out the vent and he starts bolting towards the girl who's waiting outside the bar, just like holy shit, like watching this whole thing go down. He runs right after her and then he gets tased. He falls down. He's like, "Here's your burrito," and she grabs it, and then she's like, "Thanks." And then cuts to the next morning where he's with his brother in his brother's room, in his brother's apartment or house. I don't know. It's in Hawaii, and he's like, "You embarrassed me. Do you know who that girl was?" She was like, "No." I was like, "That's the Admiral's daughter." I was like, "Oh."
And that's why Liam Neeson doesn't like him.
And
That's why Liam Neeson doesn't like
this is
him.
the beginning of the movie.
This is the
This is the
beginning
beginning of the
of
movie.
Battleship.
He's like, "You know what? I need to get you straight, like on the right path, whatever." So I put you in the Navy.
I don't even want to see this movie.
Yeah,
It's an awful
like,
movie.
Who wrote this movie? Like Austin Powers, like Jesus Christ, it's like bad. Not, but like yeah, like even then, like dude, this guy's like a 5 no's means a yes guy. Like she already told you, like beat off, bro. Like he's still like. Weird.
Oh no! By the end of the movie, they're like,
They're in love. Oh, she's the guy who's training the cripple, right? The guy with 1 leg.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Redacted.
Yeah, zap.
No, I'm not. Ah! I'm not editing that out, asshole.
It's there now. It's so fucked.
Oh,
But-
you got them.
Actually, if I edit it out, it's gonna sound worse.
Yeah, it'll probably
Because he's black.
Yeah, the bleep guy. Go, shut up. It's gonna sound worse. Leave it how I said. Leave it how I said. It crippled me. Yeah.
But yeah, no, she goes with him. Like by the end of the movie, he's trying to convince Liam Neeson. He's trying to go up to him and be like, "I want to ask him for his daughter's hand in marriage and shit. I'll ask his approval." But no, she fell for the guy. So
Oh, I mean, I don't even need to see it anymore. You told me all about it.
No,
that's just like the first 15 minutes.
It's decent. It's like if you ever wanted a Hasbro toy being made into a movie, I guess they did it right.
I just told you the first 15 minutes.
The opening act.
Yeah, they actually do have like at some point they do have the grid,
Yeah.
and they have to like
They're playing.
F7 fighter at F7 or some shit.
Yeah, there's like an actual scene right where they're fighting the alien the way you play the game.
Yeah, they're fighting aliens, by the way.
Yeah.
Battleship.
Battleship. The aliens actually look super cool for a movie that's super bad.
Which for me, like
top 3 invaders in my list.
to me, what baffles me is like how I would never think like our Navy would be able to handle like aliens like have that kind of technology because they have the technology to make a fucking force field around like a whole grid. So it's just like 3 ships versus 3 alien ships, and they have all this technology, but for some reason our guns can still work.
Yeah, it's like, let's face it, if we ever get into Navy invasion, the Navy's not saving us. Okay, it's not gonna be the Navy that's gonna win the day. Okay, you guys ever seen Independence Day? It wasn't the Navy that saved the day.
I mean, where are they gonna put their?
Jeff Goldblum.
It was Jeff Goldblum.
You hear your logic out?
Air Force is what I'm saying. You like Air Force will kick their ass any day.
Don't start with this. The comments are gonna eat you live.
We need some activity going on. No, just playing.
True.
But no, yeah, Battleship.
We're gonna ship the whole channel, jackass. Just like
I
me.
love what I do.
He's the foil to the whole channel.
It's like technically my only job right now. So.
Say goodbye to your next paycheck.
Fuck. What'd I do without $15? No, just play. No, kidding.
There's even room and board.
Yeah, I guess like there's a couch every other weekend for me. So I dig it.
Say goodbye to blanket privileges.
I know, right? I'm gonna
Oh,
sleep
it's
in my
gonna be-
jacket again.
It's gonna be
I'm
cold.
opening up that curtain.
No more pretzels.
No more snacks. I die, bro. It's like I love snacking.
Everybody loves snacking, but yeah, I'm excited to start doing that show. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, especially once we get to. I kind of want to get. I think every week we can like cycle through like who chooses a movie. I think I'm probably gonna go for more like B movies, like obscure
like
movies.
actual B movie.
No. Well, I guess we could watch that
Talk
movie
about
eventually because it's weird. Like last time I saw that movie, I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting uncomfortable here. Did she just fuck a bee? Like, Seinfeld. What were you thinking? What happened here?
Yeah, he's weird.
I mean, I don't hate the movie, but I don't.
Yeah, like
Makes me uncomfortable.
B movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's like Ray Liotta's had like Ray Liotta's pissed that he did the voice for the guy in Vice City, Grand Theft Auto, and he didn't get paid, but then he did B movie. And then he's still bitching about Rockstar not paying him. Like, dude, you did B movie. After this, you have no right to complain about everything. Like, yeah, like you're Ray Liotta, but like you did B movie. Like, I can't wrap my head around it unless I gotta say they probably paid him really fucking well. Because that movie's just bad all around. Like they sniped Winnie the Pooh. Like I think like close to the last hour. It's pretty crazy. Like crappy movie though. I would like to do more like action movies with a really bad plot, like Geostorm or Lockdown. Have you seen Lockdown?
Lockdown. Oh.
Yeah,
Which one's Lockdown?
It's a space prison,
Okay.
and
no.
then they take it. Yeah, that's all I
Is that
do.
the
I
one
was-
with Nicolas Cage?
Yeah,
I was like, is that the one with like
it's the
Sylvester
guy.
Stallone? Like he's like a guy that escapes through prison.
That's Escape Plan, and that one's
There we
actually
go.
pretty decent.
Yeah.
50 cents in the second one.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second one. But
Of course he is. He's everything now.
I mean, the poor guy needs something. But
What movie was it that? No, yeah, that's Escape Plan. Yeah, he's the hacker in Escape Plan 2. Yeah, 50 Cent is the hacker. Yeah, we're doing Escape Plan 2.
Well,
they always need the I'm in
Yeah.
sort of guy.
It's like, I'm in yo. Yeah, I'm in yo. I'm in there, dog. And he's looking like, cause he's like a big hulking guy in the movie, and it looks like, oh, this is the guy with the sledgehammer. He's the big gun. He's like, no, I'm the
son,
techie. Nah, son, I'm the techie, bro.
Take it,
Yeah, it's 50 on the beat.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Hollywood they got like chimpanzees back there typing it out.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have our roster, like me, like probably like shitty horror movies.
Oh.
To be honest, they're not scary.
do a dart-
I,
They're not
I
fucking
don't like
scary.
scary movies.
You
If
should
it's,
do a dartboard.
if it's like
All right, we'll do a dartboard. I do have it somewhere here. I have like a little spinning wheel.
I'm just gonna miss every single. That's just.
throw soup.
But you don't like scary movies?
I don't like
You're
scary
scaredy
movies.
cat.
I'm a scaredy cat.
We need to show her Birdemic.
What's your favorite scary movie that you've actually
Have you
seen?
seen Birdemic?
I don't have a
All the
favorite scary
birds.
movie.
Yes.
Anything with birds is just terrible.
That's a freaking awful movie.
Isn't there like a Stephen King movie about birds or crows or some shit? It's like no, I'm thinking about rats. Never mind. You guys ever seen Rats? It's like a movie with rats.
Flushed Away?
Dude,
Wait,
that
what's
was
it
actually
called?
pretty cool.
I think it's called
I
that.
haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, it's rats.
I think I had the game for the DS.
And there's bats.
There was a game for the DS. For
Oh,
Oh
the
yeah.
man, licensed video game.
You had a DS?
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Of course I had a DS.
I used to like play Cookie
Madagascar
Mama
was
and shit.
pretty legit though. The mini golf.
Madagascar was actually great.
Game, it was-
The very first, I had it on the PS2, and then me and my sisters just play the mini golf game.
it had no business being that good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it had no business being that hard. There was like this level where they're on branches and there's spiders, and I could never.
Oh yeah, I
Could
remember that
never
one.
get
That was
past
annoying. But
Fusa.
the Fusa,
Fusa.
the memes of that movie are so weird. Like the Mort.
I like them. I like the New York Giants before they even. Remember he was like that.
You just hear. I don't even want to try the voice. I'd probably peak the mic.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go for it. It's way too high for me. No, King Julian.
Oh, the feet! Oh my God, like something like that. Like he has
Yeah, he's like,
I love the feet. I love the feet. The king's
Aw.
feet.
no.
It is
Remember
awful.
Reese looks like your dad. He didn't tell you about
Yeah,
the
he used to say that my dad looks like the assistant to the king. Oh, thank you.
Maurice.
Yeah.
Maurice. Maurice. Oh my God, Maurice. So funny, dude. I love Sacha Baron Cohen. If you're out there, I love Ollie G and all your stuff.
He's like the person you talk about most, probably. Which I was like, probably why I was like asking you, like, do you want to be the writer for our skits?
Yeah, I feel like I could totally like get some good shit out there. Like I have a very creative mind, and I'm not too worried about like. I mean, most skits are good in nature. I don't think I'll do anything.
It's gonna be like
too-
the Mine of Hobson.
Yeah, like, cause I could have like my ideas, but I'm not a writer. Like I've never been a writer, so it's hard for me to like get my ideas on pen and paper. So like writing the script for like the documentary has been a fucking.
a doozy.
It's been kicking my ass. I'm like, especially because before I started the whole thing, I didn't even know documentaries had scripts.
It's more like the
so-
narrative of it.
Yeah, it's not
Like
exactly
piecing
like
the
he's gonna
story
say this
together.
and then he's gonna say this, whatever. It's more like
Convey the right message
yeah,
across.
it's a framework, and to make sure you get like your message across, just like he says, things like that. But yeah, I'm not a writer, so I'll give you ideas. Like I know you're gonna come up with most of them on your own.
The process, I think, is like it's a think tank. Like we all shoot ideas. Eventually, something will stick.
Yeah.
I feel like that's been the creative process so far, and it's been sticking. So I'm into it.
When it comes to YouTube, my eventual dream like is to eventually to have like a, I don't want to call it a drama, but like an actual series, like not quite a sitcom either, but something like that. No.
The
Like
TikTok
like
house.
like Oz, like it's a soap opera.
Something like that.
Getting fucking
It's
Yeah,
a
something
real
like
thing.
that. I guess actually
Yeah.
that'd be a good idea. Like we'll do like a parody of a novella and see how good we can make it, but it's just gonna be like making fun of shit. It's like somebody
I don't
spills
even like that idea.
like somebody spills milk and it's just like
Zoom in.
start zooming it on.
Maria, Juan, why Gucci Gucci? Like something like that.
Pretty much, like, it's gonna be. It's
You
gonna be
spilled
so
milk,
much.
Eddie?
¿Por qué? La leche se cayó.
Oh, it's gonna be so fucking cringe. I already know it, but
Choke on that Univision.
especially 'cause most of my family doesn't even speak English, so they're gonna get a huge kick out of it. Especially because I get the feeling we're gonna be speaking mostly in broken Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I mean, we're gonna have scripts and stuff, but I think we'll deliberately make it like shitty Spanish.
I think so too.
And every scene Andrew like bibliotech.
So funny thing about that little thing I said when I was in high school, like I
That'll
was
be the
like,
series finale. It actually takes place in like a library. It should be like bibliotech. And it was like, hey,
It's
biblioteca.
la biblioteca.
Oh no! Oh,
yeah,
that
go.
song.
But yeah, that little part said like Maria Juan why Gucci Gucci. Like when I was in high school, I used to like dick around and do like little skits with my friends, and that's one of them I did. I actually have the video on my Facebook. We probably pull it up sometime.
No shit.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
I'm going to his Facebook right now.
This is gonna
I
take
can't
a
log into my
while.
face. Yeah, but I think I could.
I'll put it in post. I'll put it like at
Yeah.
the once we end off the episode. I'll go ahead and put that in the end. And I'll just be
Just
like,
look for
oh,
later.
coming up,
Yeah,
Alan's
but it's like
cringy video.
somewhere here.
But you can
Later,
look for it
later.
after, because since I'm not gonna do it until after.
Later.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's right there. It's
Okay.
awesome.
Oh,
We'll do it sometime.
I need that file.
Fuck,
yeah,
that
I
was sad. It was like a contact
Oh,
shot.
I like blinked, and then like
Jeez,
that's when you're
bro.
like, eh. Oh jeez.
No, I glad it builds character.
I mean,
Are we doing this again? I don't
oh
know.
yeah.
I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. I'll do the next one. I'm down.
Well, like I
And
said in the
there's
update
next-
video,
Alan's
if
got the
anybody actually saw
full-time
that.
position. I'm wearing the collar.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
I like
It
that
works
idea.
nicer with me, to be honest, because I just say a bunch of abysmal shit I shouldn't say.
Oh, well, I'm still like I said in the
I think
update
I-
video. If any of you guys actually saw it, I do have an idea of how we're gonna decide who's gonna be getting the shop collar next. But I do still need a little bit more time to get it all set up. So it'll probably be.
I'll go ahead,
Probably
and
go
get it
ahead
again.
and
I'll
wear
do it
it
at 25 this time.
It's a dunk tank.
Yeah.
As soon as you fall in the water, zzz.
Oh my god damn.
that's when you just gonna spaz out in the water. Just you're gonna need. That's when we're gonna need the medical team. But yeah, I'm still figuring it out. But especially because I need to make sure it'll work with our podcast format.
He's not amused. He's not
He's
amused
not
anymore.
amused. He's not happy.
He's very worried.
But yeah, I think it'll be a fun. I think it'll be fun. I just need to make sure it's gonna fit like with the podcast format
Mhm.
because it can get kind of might get a little much. I don't know why he's laughing even though it's not having an
No.
effect on me. It's like,
I just
he
think,
lives
you
in his
know,
own little world. He's like,
cues.
oh my gosh, I'm messing with his head, and I'm just like,
Especially me.
Well, everyone, we see it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, but you do it.
Yeah, but you know it's coming.
all right,
You
then
do
fucking
it.
keep pressing the fucking button. You guys are
Well,
like,
when you least expect it.
all right, then put it under the table. Pass it. Yeah, there you go. This guy knows.
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright.
You want to play ball? I'm gonna play ball.
Yeah,
Not just play.
let's play fucking ball. Let's go. Crack that fucker on. Go.
We'll see. We'll see.
But
yeah.
Do you have any ideas for shows?
Shows? I'm not sure about shows.
Like anything we could do for the channel. I figured since the channel's like barely starting up, like these
I'm-
aren't promises, but these are like ideas that we're having to.
Yeah, it's good to have ideas. I think tank going on.
Yeah, we're just firing them all away, and I'm just do our best to greenlight all of them. That's what I want to do. Like
It's a long
I don't want to be like, oh, we're gonna make a movie. Like, no, we're not.
I really like the trying new dishes and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah, cook.
because you
something
guys
new.
are good at cooking and
Yeah.
stuff, so let's do it.
Cook something. I'm telling you, those mushroom portobellos on the barbecue pit might be a good idea.
Should we try them like on this show or like make another show for that?
We can have a segment next time where we all try out what we just made, and then we can just put it on.
Well, I guess yeah. Like next time, I mean, you know what? I'll see if I can do those mushroom
Mushroom
the mushroom burgers next time. Since
like we'll have it on the show already, but like we'll have a separate link to us actually doing the whole thing.
yeah, it came
That'd be
to
great.
mind because of the whole keto thing. So I was like, you know what? I'll try to show healthier foods, since it's like what I need to do for myself anyway. It'll be most beneficial, and I'll be putting like, oh, here's the recipe. Well, I don't know about the recipe because I could just throw shit together. It's not till I actually figure things out and have a specific set. Like, all right, this is what I did, and that's how I want to keep it. That I'll actually make a recipe to it. But I haven't actually figured that out for any food that I've made yet. Except for, well, actually, no, that's still not it. But that pasta we made last time, I'm actually really happy how that
pasta
came
was
out.
good. Yeah.
That's some good food.
I didn't try the Alfredo, but I tried the meat sauce, and it was pretty good at first. It was awesome.
I made shrimp and chicken and Alfredo sauce over bow ties.
Mhm.
And our friend Ian made a vodka meat sauce that was also pretty good. Well, what
What I
you
do-
said it fucked you up.
Yeah, great at first. It had like this adobo kind of like taste. It was like smoky because he was cooking the sauce, and what happened on the bottom end of the burning, so it created like a smoky compartment. And what happened was like the smoke pretty much gave the flavor to the sauce, and it ended up giving like this smoky kind of flavor.
We fixed it though.
Yeah, it was like but like it still, even after it wasn't smoky as much, but it was like I said, like a little adobo flavor, even like a little like smoky adobo flavor, and it was really good. But God, did the next day suck. Yeah.
I think you're the only one.
Yeah. Yes.
I have like, my stomach stuff. So, like, I'm not gonna go into detail, but hot dogs and most foods that are like overly processed like tear me the fuck up. But like, yeah, I think it might have been the seafood within the meat sauce that didn't agree with me. But still, it tasted great going down the hatch. No complaints there.
Yeah, one thing about me, I hate seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was so hungry and it was so delicious, I just ate the shrimp and
That's
just ate
cool.
everything.
I got you to eat seafood.
Yeah.
The texture really went well with the sauce. Like, you could hardly tell the shrimp was in there. It was pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed the food. It was awesome. I fucked up the bread, but yeah, that was awesome. It's just like at first the oven wasn't It wasn't heating them up. So I waited 5 minutes. And
Well,
they
it
weren't-
wasn't done preheating.
Yeah, I wish I had. You didn't tell me it was ready. Ian told me it was ready, so I was like, oh, okay. So like,
Well, I mean, I had 3 different fucking things on the stove to look at.
yeah, Ian was just like, throw it in there, and like, yeah, it's all good. I didn't know it was like preheated, so I put him in there, and I waited 5 minutes, and then I check up, or like 7 minutes, because I even got like busy talking to my date or whatever, so I was like talking to her and stuff, and then when I went back to check on it, it still wasn't toasted at all, so I was like, oh well, like, fuck it, give it 10, fuck it, let's leave him in there. Fucking cinnamon toast crunch over a couple hours later.
I couldn't eat mine.
I ate mine. I was over here like,
Weren't you like starving?
I
Oh,
was-
like the
I
bread?
was-
You
She was
mean?
intoxicated. She wanted to like buzz down, so she needed something in her system.
No, I just I hadn't eaten, and so like I wanted to drink, and I think I had like maybe 1 drink, and I didn't want to drink anything more because I didn't have anything in my stomach. So I wanted to eat food. I ate all of it, all the pasta, ate it up super fast, and then I couldn't eat the bread.
Yeah,
It was too.
I'm sorry,
too
guys.
toasty.
And I was really looking forward to the bread. We actually, our biggest deal was the butter for the bread. We didn't know we were gonna have to make our own or buy one. Well, we thought we were gonna have to make our own because we couldn't find any good butters. But then we ended up finding a butter spread that was exactly all the ingredients we had in mind.
Yeah.
Safer.
They're like, oh, it's already pre-made. Why don't we
Yes.
just use this?
So I had a good time rubbing the bread down and stuff like that. Sounds so weird.
It does.
And then they ate the bread after I rubbed it down. But yeah, no, it looked like it was gonna be awesome. like buttered bread. It's like super fucking
I
hard.
wouldn't. We should have just used a toaster.
I know. I really
Yeah, just
it was like
I don't even know if they had one.
it's just a really
I
good
have
French
one,
loaf,
but-
bro. It's killer. Yeah. You're gonna. I'm over here like a panini maker, but like they didn't even have like, a couple things. So I was like,
I have a George Foreman grill.
George Foreman, dude. Respect to the
It's
guy.
like,
dude.
is that his whole point? Just
Fucking, if you guys don't have a George Foreman grill, go get one. It's like the best thing ever. Like incredible. That's awesome, dude. I grew up with one. Yeah, like 7-year-old me cooking on my own in a George
when I still worked in like refineries and all the traveling we did. Not a lot of hotels had kitchens, so that's the way we would cook, and damn, it was helpful because if it wasn't for that, we'd be like eating out everywhere, because we wouldn't have much of an option. And then, what other alternative are you gonna have? Just go to Walmart, get a pre-made salad, and cry, like because like, oh well, I have to live the rest of these next 6 months tasteless. It was like without any flavor.
Those Walmart salads don't fuck around though. They fucking
Yeah,
kill
but you
you.
shouldn't.
They're
Like,
real
if
big.
you're trying to slim down, you can't use
the dress.
the dressing.
They got this one Santa Fe one. Forget about it. I love Santa Fe salads.
Yeah, I don't know. I needed a little bit more something. So, like being able to cook my own food, that's always been like how we got through it. Because at least having the option. Well, actually, if I say that, but if I have the option, I'm gonna take it. Like, I mean, every once in a while I'll go out, but I'd much rather cook. It's a lot more fun, and I can't wait to do another like time like we had last time, where like it was me, Ian, and Alan here in the kitchen tearing it up, and I'm over here. I didn't realize how
I'll
much.
send you the videos of you guys cooking.
Really?
I'm dancing.
You have them?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
them,
I'm
yeah.
dancing to the Cuban
I'm
song
on-
from Shaq.
I'm over here like with the chicken, make sure it's not burning in the bottom, and then putting the shrimp in the ice bath, and turning the Alfredo sauce, and then checking on the pasta. And I was like going 100 miles an hour, but then once we were done, I was like, I want to do that again.
Like NASCAR drivers, they say like how it feels like when they're behind the wheel and it feels like they're in the moment, they're in the shot. That's how I feel about cooking, dude. Like when I'm in the moment, I'm cooking, I'm with my friends, and I'm cooking in the kitchen. You get this vibe, and it's like, man, like it's cool.
My
It's a
next-
badass vibe.
We did that for our friend Jessica's birthday. She asked us to make her something, and we were like, yeah, we're down.
Screw it, yeah.
And Ian asked, I think his birthday's in August, so he asked for me to make him a jambalaya, which I don't see how we're going to be doing like a group cooking thing with that, because it's just one big pot.
Yeah.
We could throw in like couple Cajun dishes, like not couple, but maybe like jambalaya and a Cajun dish, like something.
Yeah, like
Cajun chicken with sausage.
Yeah, you can take your whatever side, or we'll come up with a side or whatever. What I'm thinking, what should I do for my birthday? Because mine comes after his. On September 13th.
I already showed you
Carnitas.
the dessert.
Yeah, I'm the one that makes the carnitas.
You could meet that,
What if I sit this one out and you guys make some?
It's gonna be Alan.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Yeah.
I'll set up the camera and we'll film you guys making.
Yeah.
Because I'm always the one that
It's
cooks.
gonna be like overcooked. Come on.
I don't know if you guys are a big fan, but I make a kick-ass mole. Like
I don't like mole.
I don't like
No,
mole.
not bad.
Mm-mm.
No,
Well,
not Mexican.
they can go fuck themselves.
It feels so bad for him because all today he's been showing us all these things he likes, and we're just shitting on it. We're just like, yeah, we're not.
They don't like me. I'm just here for you guys. Apparently now they just need a fourth member on the show. Might be getting replaced next week. You guys get one of my friends.
It's
to
not
replace me on
you.
the show, like
It's
my
not
neighbor.
you. It's the things you like.
I know. I'm terrible. Trust me.
It's my cousin. We love him.
Yeah,
We
I'm
don't
like-
what the fuck you like.
I don't like the fucking things you like. No, but yeah, definitely not making mole. Thanks, guys.
No.
Aside from, I make a meat pot roast. You like pot roast? Yeah, pot roast. Maybe that's like something you make for your grandpa or something. So I'm not gonna make you pot roast. Smoked. You like steamed hams?
Aurora Borealis.
No, it's
We're just gonna bring a bunch of burgers.
That's for tact. That's for tact out there. That's for
Freaking tag.
But
I'll make you a drink. I can do
Yeah,
that.
that's what you can do.
There's some Baileys right there.
I'm telling you, we
Creamy.
need to get Guinness.
Oh,
for it.
God.
We need to make some Irish car bombs with that shit.
Are we going to?
I'm dying to do it. Yeah, I like Bailey's. I like Irish car bombs.
September. Okay. All right.
Remember
fitting.
the 5th of... Wait, no, never mind. It's the 5th of
November.
Yeah, never mind.
It's like, yeah, I like movies. And
Alan
stuff. I
Moore is
just
like
completely
trending in
forgot
his
V for
fucking
Vendetta.
grave.
It's like, yeah, I remember that movie. It's about the letter W, right?
W.
W.
Now watch this drive.
Here's something you really like.
I think that's, well, I'll let you guys decide. Well, should I? I'm probably going to want to cook as well.
You like to cook.
It's
You
your
know what?
passion. It's your passion.
Yeah, I'll probably try a dessert since I always do like the main course, the main dish, whether it be like the pasta, the turkey, the steaks, brisket, things like that. I'm always doing the main dish. I hardly ever do sides, and I never do desserts. Well, I did that cheesecake. Did you ever have the cheesecake that we made at Jessica's place?
I don't think so.
It came
Me
out.
neither.
Oh wait, yes.
It came out super rich, like way too rich. But it also never had time to set.
We just wanted to try it, and I was super excited for it because I love desserts. And I mean, I still thought it was pretty good.
It was too rich, but I don't know. I want to try. I don't know. What do I want to try? I want to try
Turkish
Turkish.
I'm not a baker. Can't bake. Can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not
The
much
whole
of a.
time in the oven thing.
I've actually. I want to say I'm not much of a.
The chef.
I'm not much of a baker, but I never really tried, to be honest. So I figured maybe that's something I should give a shot. Like I'll start with like a loaf of bread or something. I don't know, something easy, but I don't know. I want to like make something that'll really bring some attention to it, like something to put on
Like a
Instagram.
souffle. This guy.
No.
Is that the one where it like rises
rises.
and you have to be very careful or else it just like
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
cook it
collapse on
perfectly or else it'll collapse on itself. No, I was thinking more like a croquembouche bouche. What is that? It's like a bunch of croquettes or like cream puffs made in a tower.
Oh. Cream freeze.
Creme fraiche.
Oh.
Cream fraiche.
That's because I'm a cook. This is Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'll show you all a picture.
Oh boy.
Croquembouche.
The glockenspiel.
My mom she likes to watch a bunch of
Cake boss.
Yeah, like these.
no well yeah, but she's always on Netflix, she's always on Amazon Prime, she's always watching stuff. She was watching The Desperate Housewives earlier this week, and they made one of those in one of the episodes, and I thought it looked pretty fancy, so that'd be cool.
That's
if
why
they
it's
made
like
it.
something that'll bring like people's attention. That'll like when they see it, like that'll be something put on Instagram, that sort of thing.
It looks so good. It's a conversational piece.
Yeah,
What is
I want
that?
to. I want to do
Put it
something that'll
in
wow
the-
somebody. That'll be like, okay, I made that. I'm gonna wear like the chef's jacket and everything.
Do you like Nutella?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I like Nutella.
Okay.
We can make something with it.
It's not-
That's
Oh,
it.
like,
End of
why did
story.
it take them so long to figure out Nutella? Like Nutella's the shit.
Super good.
Yeah, Nutella's awesome.
I'm not gonna say that I hate it because I do like it. I think it's a little overrated.
I get tired of it fast. That's
Yeah,
just-
like I don't
That's
know.
good.
It's good, but if I have it, like it doesn't take long for me to just be like tired of it.
We gave some to my daughter, and I thought it was gonna be like the worst mistake, but she just like, no, thank you. I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
She
kids are
doesn't
super
like it.
picky. Yeah, kids are super picky. That's good though. I hope they can't get enough of chocolate. Yeah, I messed up there. Like, and she knows what chocolate is. Like, she knows like it, whether it be the Godiva or what are the other ones? The fancy square ones.
Godiva and
Godiva and
Ferrero Rocher.
Forever Rochers.
Forever Rocher.
Reese Rochers.
I heard forever.
Rochers. Forever Rocher.
Forever
Rocher.
Rocher.
Who gives a damn? That's
Rocher.
French. But in
Like
Target.
Tajay.
She knows all the chocolates by their wrapper, so she knows if you're eating it, she knows what it is, and she wants some, and she's not gonna stop till she gets some too. And when she does, she's not going to bed till 3 in the morning. Yeah, she has
Damn.
an energy system. I had like a lot of energy growing up, and I see it in her too. This kid's like a fucking firecracker.
That's gonna. Oh shit! I hope I don't have picky eaters as kids.
Right?
Is that all-
Most kids are. I mean, they.
I was not. I was like, what is that? Can I try it?
If it's food, I eat it.
Shit, when I was 9, I think it was 9, maybe younger. I saw my dad pouring like mineral water. I almost said agua mineral because I speak Spanish. That's what I know it as. But it turns out he was putting it into some tequila, and I didn't know he put tequila in there. You just saw him put the mineral water in there. So I was like, "Oh, I want some." And he's like, "Hold on." I was like, "Ah." And it was super strong because that's all he put in there. He didn't put any lemon in there. He didn't put anything else. Anything else he meant to put in there. He was like, it's not even done yet. So he just took like a good 50-50 of tequila.
People do that shit with cannons and it's nasty.
And I think that was the first time I ever got drunk. Because I was like, after a little bit, my stomach started feeling weird. And I was like, I feel dizzy. What's going on?
I nearly down.
I feel like an adult.
Eventually I sobered up because I only took like one gulp of it, but it was like my first like exposure to alcohol, and I was like, I thought I was sick, but then like looking back, I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Now that I can legally become that way, well, I don't know, it's probably above the legal limit or something, but yeah, that was. It takes it awful. At least now I know how to make a drink, as opposed to gulp. I need to find a way to make absinthe good.
Bring absinthe back again.
No. I had like a full firehouse sub because I knew I was gonna be hungry afterwards.
Oh yeah.
We just took a shot and it just burned everything inside of me. I was like, oh my god, not having a good time.
We didn't even do it the way it said you're supposed to.
With the spoon.
Because it comes with a spoon, you're supposed to put a sugar cube over it and let it dissolve and stuff.
We just had it straight.
We had it straight. Godly. I don't even want to. We tried putting like regular sugar, table sugar. That didn't help.
I would never drink that crap. That crap sounds
It tastes like black licorice.
It tastes like black.
I hate black licorice.
So does most humans.
Who goes to a store, a candy store, sees black licorice and is like,
I'm not gonna
that
answer that.
one.
Twizzlers.
That's bait. I'm not gonna answer that.
Twizzlers? Twizzlers okay. It's
No.
the black
I'm talking about the
licorice.
black one.
Yeah,
like,
the
'cause
black
the red
licorice,
one. The red one's I can stomach just fine. Like
Yeah.
Licorice in general is terrible.
That's not my go-to sort of candy.
Yeah.
She's right. Who goes to get candy and gets licorice? Like besides like grandparents and stuff.
My go-to is chocolate. I'm a big chocolate person.
When it comes to like, I used to be nothing but chocolate. And even then, I don't have much of a sweet tooth anyway. Like if there's like a wonderful world of chocolate and desserts over here, and there's like a fucking barbecue over here, I'd be like, I want to go to the barbecue. I'm super Texan like that, but
Yeah,
Um,
we'll go to the barbecue.
I'd rather go to the barbecue. But I used to get everything chocolate because like, that's the only thing I knew that was gonna taste good. But I was like, I think it started in Chicago when I actually started to branch out and try other things. We were going for a walk, my dad and I, we were exploring Chicago, and when we got to like close to Navy Pier, we saw a little ice cream stand, little ice cream shop, and we were like, you know what, it's kind of hot today. Well, it wasn't hot; it was like 72, but I'm like, you know what, we've been walking around, tired, let's relax here. So I got, he got ice cream, I got ice cream, and I looking at the menu, I was looking instinctively at like chocolate stuff, and I was like, you know what? Let's try something different. I tried some like mixed berry or whatever, and I was like, fuck chocolate. I'm getting this. Like, I'm going for berries and stuff next time because this was the best ice cream I've ever fucking had. The only thing that topped it for me was like some coffee ice cream, but that's just because I love coffee. But
That doesn't sound that bad though.
yeah, it was. They had like a bit of like blueberries and raspberries sticking out of it and stuff. I was like, this is fucking delicious. But felt like, I don't know. Like I think what also helped was being in like a foreign city, not foreign, but like a faraway city. Because Chicago, it's one of the cities like I never thought I'd go to, I guess. Or it's like not one of the ones like, hey, if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Chicago was never one that.
Scirocco block.
Chicago was never one that came to mind. But then like
It's a
learning
Chirac.
like you guys were here. We were celebrating my birthday, and then my dad comes in like, hey, get ready because tomorrow we're leaving for Chicago.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
When was it? Because I was like last
It was
year.
like the year before.
The year before.
We were here doing something, just hanging out, chilling, and then my dad's like, "Hey, we're leaving Chicago." It was either that or our Friendsgiving.
Yeah, you guys
I think
Chicago.
I think it was September. I think it was my birthday though because I was there in October.
Yeah.
So, but man, like that city, I know it has a kind of people say it has a bad rep, like with guns and shit,
Like
like
every
violence
city.
and stuff. That's every city. But like I was lucky, I didn't see any of that. But I had so much fun there. Like
It's a lot to do. And
I'll put up some photos of like the Pisano's pizza or Paisano's.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Oh god, it was fucking delicious. I'm like, okay, I gotta have Chicago style pizza because that's like they're like in a huge feud with New
Yeah.
York and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they like I gotta try it. I still don't think it's a pizza. It's a fucking pie. But god damn, is it fucking good.
I'm telling you, that place, Old Chicago, the one they have here, I'm pretty sure it's like the same franchise that they have up there, and it's pretty good, man.
I need to go because now that I actually have something to compare it to, like actual Chicago pizza in Chicago made by the guy that's like, forget about it. And yes, he actually said that sort of stuff.
Hey, whoa, I'm walking here. Yeah, he's like that. I've been dying to do that.
I think I still remember, like I put it in the group chat. I was like, they're actually saying forget about it.
It's like,
Awesome.
It's like, you exist.
He said the thing. He said the thing.
That's pretty cool. It's been pretty cool.
I need to go traveling some more.
I would love to go to Philly for Philly cheesesteak because I love.
Philly.
Yes, I love Philly cheesesteaks. They're great.
Yeah, I think the ones they make down here, I feel like
They're alright.
they shouldn't be making them.
Yeah.
They're good up there, dude. It's way different.
And that's
they put
what-
all
that-
sorts of shit on it.
Like I know, like I get the feeling. I've always known that the Philly cheesesteaks here were nothing.
Yeah.
Because like I'd see like on TV and like all this like the people in Philly competing like we have the best Philly cheesesteak in Philly. No, we do. And I see theirs like damn, those look super good. Like the ones that like one of the guys would get the bread and like dunk it into like the meat like juices that come out. He like dunk it in that,
Yeah.
and then he'd like bake them or like toast them and stuff. And he's like, holy shit, because
Yeah.
and you know it's gonna have like a bunch of flavor. But then I go, like I've tried so many here. Like I went to Hooters, tried one there. I went to Denny's was the worst. They used sandwich bread and they couldn't have, and that was the plate. And you have like fucking fries or something. It was just like
Yeah.
a little square. Yeah.
Basic.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's it, grilled cheese with meat.
It don't look like the picture.
Yeah, it's actually like pretty common. Like when you get a Philly cheesesteak, they give you like a cup of the au jus, which is like the juices of the meat, and you could like either ask for it dry or sometimes they soak it in it first before they give it to you. But most of the time, yeah, they soak it in meat sauce,
Yeah.
and that meat sauce. Is
I was like, when I saw the stuff they would do, I was like, I gotta try the real thing someday. Like, I want to do that with every place. Like, let's go to New York and see what the pizza's like. I want to try, like, I've been saying this, like, I want to go on vacation. I want to try Hawaii's food.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I've never really been exposed to that sort of thing.
You never had spam and eggs before?
No.
Because that's all they fucking eat over there.
Yeah.
Spam's like a big thing over there. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Yeah.
But, like,
I've heard of that, yeah. Like, spam's a big thing. But even then, like, I want to see what they do over there for food and stuff.
I think it was like,
Even if it's just spam, like, fuck it, I'll try it.
yeah, like they're like, yeah, they have a lot of spam, but it's not like it's terrible. Like they actually incorporate into a lot of things. If I'm not mistaken, the reason there's so much spam in Hawaii was during the fact that during World War II, during
They
Pearl
got cut
Harbor,
off, right?
No, there was a lot of shipments that got stuck there for the troops that were left over. So there was like a surplus of spam and shit after Pearl Harbor. So what they do, they kind of sold it off to the locals, and well, the locals loved it. The locals ended up digging it. So a lot of restaurants down there, they incorporate spam into the dish. There's even this like, it's kind of like not an aphrodisiac, but it's kind of like a local food, and they call it spam sushi. And what they do is like it's like white rice, and they put like some sweet and sour sauce, a piece of spam, and then they press it down, and it's like spam sushi. And it's amazing. It's sold everywhere in Hawaii. It's like a very big thing. I'm pretty
I'll try it.
Yeah, it's.
I want to try it.
I love spam. I really like spam. Spam's delicious. But yeah, they make something called spam sushi, and there's a lot of different foods that they make.
Looking back, I don't think I've ever actually had spam.
their McDonald's has food that has dishes on there like specialty for Hawaii that serve spam on burgers. And stuff
That
like that
drives me crazy. Like, there's some places where McDonald's is actually a pretty high-end place,
Yeah.
but like their menu is way different from ours,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually have good shit there.
Like Indonesia has Mex spaghetti.
Yeah,
It's pretty
Mixed
crazy.
Whoa.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
like there's some like I think I'm probably wrong about this. I want to say like New Zealand or something. I'm probably wrong about this, but I know it's like some countries they have like actual gourmet burgers
Mhm.
and shit. Like it looks delicious, and we're over here like you have a Big Mac. Hug.
Yeah, and then like I think like in India they don't eat meat. They don't eat like cow beef. So they have like a burger.
Goat.
It's like 2 buns and it's like a mozzarella stick patty. Yeah, with marinara sauce on it. And yeah, it's called the McCheese. It's pretty crazy.
Damn, I wanna.
It sounds fire, right? And they don't sell this
No.
stuff.
Just travel different
This is
McDonald's.
partly why I love traveling so much. Like every
Yeah.
place has their thing. Like I want to keep trying. I want to do like the whole Gordon Ramsay shit. He's like, but I'm not gonna go diving for snails because I'm not a very good swimmer.
Their
But
snails are the worst. I've never really wanted
I'm-
to try a snail or any French food.
when it comes to food, I'm very open minded. I have like kind of like what you would say when it comes to like things you like.
But keep going.
I'll try anything once when it comes to food. Like I'm dreading it, but I'm gonna have to try like octopus and squid.
You never tried octopus?
Like
Baby
live
octopus? I know a good place here in the valley. There's baby octopus and a soy sauce with some vegetables.
I'll try it because I it's
You need to try it.
Octopus is the best.
it seems kind of like I don't know, like I'm afraid of like I'm not afraid of anything. I'm just being dumb
No thanks.
about it.
These
Cut
are
me
baby
out.
octopuses.
I'm not
These
gonna
would
try
be
that.
baby octopuses the size of a quarter, and they're cooked in soy sauce. It's kind of like like stir fry, but instead of beef, they use octopus. It's actually where the main event is. There's a Chinese buffet behind it that does a mean octopus and soy sauce with vegetables. Like, it's
I haven't
pretty good.
been there. I've
That's
seen
the
it all
best
the time.
buffet,
It's
if
like
you
right
ask me.
next to my gym.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the best buffet in the valley, if you ask me. I don't know if it's changed in the past 10 years, but it's awesome. It was awesome when I
Is
grew
that the
up.
Golden Dragon? Is that the one you're talking about?
The one big that where the old ghetto
Yeah.
mall is. Yeah, the one that gives me the runs all the time.
I missed that mall because it was the only place I knew that actually had an arcade.
The
Yeah.
gold mine. You guys are talking about gold. I was telling this girl I'm saying that about gold mine because like, dude, the younger generations will never know what it was to go to the ghetto mall with your friends and play pool and buy a fake knife at the same place.
The biggest store there was the 99-cent store.
Yeah.
It was like the 99-cent store, and then the further extreme was like this place that had like a bunch of knickknacks like that light up. You guys remember those? It was like
I
a bunch of
don't.
neon signs and stuff,
Yeah.
or like those
Yeah.
frames with like the moving waterfalls in the background and things
Oh,
like
yeah.
All this
Those.
Asian-y stuff that would probably break once you get home.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like blow
But-
the China shop shit.
And then like for some reason the part was like this way in the middle, like because 99-cent store was over here and it was mainly like lengthwise, but the part that was like this seemed like extra, like it was trying to be fancy, but it didn't really work because it had like pillars coming from the top and stuff. It still looked super ghetto.
What a throwback, dude. Like,
Yeah,
and
and then
like
it
the
had
bells in there that says ghetto as it got.
it had like the dollar movie theater where like on Tuesdays you can watch whatever movie they're showing for like
Yeah.
$1. It's like months later after like you've already seen them in like the IMAX and stuff. But
They still have Frozen.
they had Frozen there for so long.
They had like
But it made them money, that's why.
they had the
Yeah,
so it was
first
like,
Hulk
fuck it.
there with
It
Eric
was like a full year after Frozen and it was still there. So it was like, fuck it. I mean, if it works, it works. But it was like the theater. They had their own little mini arcade, which sucked because it's a theater arcade. They never really have much. But then over here was like an actual arcade,
That was
which was the good stuff. I spent so little time there though.
fun. Me too.
Because like I was like my family doesn't. Well, my older sister games a bit. My little sister, sort of. She plays more like Animal Crossing and stuff. But my older sister was like barely getting into it like as she got older. So it was just me like looking in admiration, and then just go walking off.
You're that SpongeBob meme where Squidward's inside.
Oh my God. Just
SpongeBob
looking at
on the
SpongeBob.
outside.
For me, that was the place to be, like freshman, sophomore year. I remember like when I first started like going out with girls and going places. That's where we'd go because like you could go play arcades and pool with the girls or whatever, and then you could take them to a $1 movie and boom, like $5-7.
Yeah.
When you're in high school and shit, like,
But I'm like,
freshman year, it ain't your money.
I'm like
so
half an hour from it, so it's not really being like, hey, do you
Oh
want to
yeah, I grew up in that area. So
Yeah, so it was like, for us, our date was go to Delta Lake and hope you don't get kidnapped.
Or Pizza Hut.
Or Pizza. That's true. It was
Pizza Hut.
that or Pizza Hut because Pizza Hut was like the fancy place.
I was only big like restaurant, and that's not even in our town. We had to drive.
6 miles that way was that was the closest. It wasn't even then. Like I still remember watching Friends when they were like, "Yeah, take her out." Well, like Ross and Joey like trying to compete to take this girl on a date, and I'm like, "We're just gonna go out to eat. What's the price limit?" And they're like, I don't know, like $100. I was like, where could you possibly go where you spend $100 on a thing? But now that we're older, I'm like,
Almost everywhere.
almost everywhere.
You eat for one, it's like $9.99.
Well, almost anywhere that's
Two,
worth
it's
taking a date.
$33.78. Like,
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna take a date to McDonald's. Be like, hey, what's up, girl? Like, I got that $16 box at McDonald's. There's like 8 burgers.
McDonald's. You gotta pick somewhere better.
Yeah.
Nah, but they used to have that FIFA meal. It came with like the 2 20-packs, 2 Big Macs, it's like 4 McDoubles.
They still have those.
They do, dude. That meal was the shit.
They call them like family packs now, like 1, 2, and 3.
That meal, bro.
Family.
Yeah, the family
Family.
meal.
The family.
I still remember Alex and I tried to split it. That was a big mistake.
And a lot of pot.
We're both like, We're like, are you good? I'm like, no.
I think everything else would be easy to get through, but the nuggets. The nuggets would be like the fucking.
Just like
the
one
big
more.
event.
One more? No, they can't. It's got
I want to try it.
what, the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like two
I'm down.
20 pieces.
What, like by yourself?
Are you trying it by yourself or what?
Well, that's the one that Alex and I split.
Yeah, it's like 2 McDoubles and 2 hot and spices, right?
It's 4 of each.
4 of each, son of a bitch. What are you trying to feed?
All of us
Bernie
could-
Mac, like Jesus Christ.
All of us could finish that like super easy.
No, yeah, if it's split between all of us, it's like 4 McDoubles, or no, 4.
I'm not even McDonald's after that.
4 cheeseburgers, 4 hot and
I
spices,
think I could do it on my own. I just will never touch McDonald's.
40 nuggets, 2 large fries, and then I think that was it.
Feeding the Astros. Holy shit.
But well, it looks like it's about that time, so we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we're a bunch of idiots. If it wasn't already apparent, especially through this episode, so take everything we say with a grain of salt. I thought you were gonna touch it again.
Yeah,
I was
I
gonna,
am.
back
I'm
up.
gonna do it.
You should not touch it because COVID.
She's sitting like
very.
I don't want to lean over and touch it.
Lean with
She's
your rock with
lazy.
it.
Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Laters, guys.